So, hello, how you doing? My name is Danny Duwa. I hope you're well. It's second day of work and it's 2020, the year 2020. It's really interesting to be back and also trying new things and trying to see how everything's going to work out. Reaching out to you and trying to make really awesome stuff, to be honest, and take it from there. So just getting back into the flow of everything, just trying to make sure that I am getting on track. The start of the year, everybody has a New Year's resolution and this and that. Personally, I'm not a big fan of resolutions and New Year's resolutions and this resolution and the other resolution. And the reason is really simple for me. I don't think they work. I don't think New Year's resolutions work because by January the 15th, people are back to life and there's a lot that's going on. And the last thing you want to do is be reminded of a resolution that you intended not to keep. And also a resolution that is so hard to keep that it would be pointless to try. So what I suggest we do is to try have a plan instead, and not a plan for the next 10 years or 20 years or something, a plan for tomorrow, between today and tomorrow, a plan for this week, a plan for this month. Let's start with the basic stuff, today, tomorrow, this week, this month. One thing that I've always tried to do is just write 3 things down on a piece of paper, on a piece of book. On my notebook, I write 3 things to do. Now, you can do it on your phone, or your computer, or your tablet, whatever else. You can do it digitally. I prefer to do it manually on a notebook. Of course, I can later on I put it on my calendar. But for the day, I write down the stuff that I need to do, the 3 things I need to accomplish that day. And for me, that's a very important thing because when I write, I'm thinking about this stuff. You don't write a long story. All you write is, this is what I need to do today. The 3 things that you need to work on for the day. And then moving on from there and just... So once you write the 3 things you need to do, why 3? 1 is too little. 2 is too little. 4 is a bit too much. 5 is a bit too much. But if you have 3 things to do in a day, even if it's going to take 3 hours on each, it doesn't seem too overwhelming, because sometimes when you put a list of 10 things you need to do, you get very discouraged very quickly because there's all this stuff to do. If you put 3, and what I mean here is 3 major things that you need to accomplish today. So out of the 3, if you do 2, or if you complete 1 fully, you're totally good. There's some noise in the background, I don't know what that is, and I'm sorry for that. So 3 things that you need to accomplish today, and then you work on those and you make certain that you get to achieve that stuff. That's really, really awesome. Even if you do 2, and then what you do is, as you accomplish each, you just put a tick on the side of it. There's something, it's just like giving a child a cookie when they come from school. It's so rewarding. It is super rewarding. So, and then for me, that is something I'm learning to do. Okay, the listing, because I've been in media for a long time, is something we've been doing for a really, really long time. I think years and years, you're taught to write stuff down. Because if you go to get equipment from a vendor, it's gonna be, production equipment. Like for example, in media, there's no one equipment. There's a camera. The camera has a battery. The battery has a cable. The cable connects something else. There's a microphone. So there's all these tools, and you need to keep track of them. So you need to write the stuff down. And normally you have like equipment list, and you have to go painstakingly take that out. And as technology moves on, you find these things are simplified. And that's why I'm talking to you right now. I want you to simplify your process. Just simplify your process. It doesn't have to be complicated. I don't know if I'm making sense. You can do 1,000 things in a day and do them badly. You can do one thing perfectly. But if you pick 3 things to do every day, and when I say do, I mean pick one. You have 3 things, and in the morning when you wake up, you start with one and you allocate. You say, I'm gonna do this task in 3 hours. I'm gonna do this other one in 2 hours, and I'm gonna do this. And then also remember, we're all made differently. I'm not talking about that morning, evening, late night kind of person thing. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about here is just having the ability to know yourself. There are some people who want to start with the hard stuff and then end with the easy stuff. And then some people who want to start with the simple stuff and go to the difficult stuff as they move on. So as they do the simple stuff, they get encouraged to do the hard stuff. There's some people who do not care either way they start, but have a formula. Get a system that works for you. That's kind of very important. And also put a matrix. What I mean by that is this: look at the best practices in the world. Look at who else is doing this. Start looking at yourself as one of those multinational corporations or big companies or however you call them, your favorite brand. There's a way they do things. And I don't want you to do it like them, but look at the stuff they do well and then emulate that. Bring that into your system. Because, like, for example, multinational corporations, if they're having a meeting with their CEOs, they don't go the whole day and just sit in the boardroom and, the CEO has like a lot of stuff to do. The chairman of the company or the chair lady of the company, the CTOs, they have a lot on their plate. So you walk into that room, you gotta know your stuff. And you're given 2 seconds to sell your ideas, because everybody's trying to get the ears of the CEOs, the chairs of the company. So you have 2 seconds to sell your idea. And for me, that's a really, really good thing. If you take some of those practices and you put them in practice, that sounds a bit like an oxymoron. So if you take some of those practices and put in your practice, put it in your system, even you as an individual, because it might say, I'm not a big corporation, and you can find excuses for anything. That's a thing that we need to be very cognizant about. You start looking at yourself as a corporation that you are, as the company that you envision to be, as the movement that you want to be, as the change that you want to be, and then take it from there and create something awesome. I know these are just words, but I want to reach to you. Try make something out of the stuff you're doing. It's not easy. I know, I understand. In fact, I agree with you. And even as I sit here, I feel like we need more than just words. We really do need more than words. However, we need to start somewhere. We really need to start somewhere. And whichever that place is, let's just start. Let's keep going, And that's what this is. As you struggle with some of the life challenges, as you succeed with some of your goals, let's start with you having a system. And then when you succeed, or when you don't, we can have a conversation of how it went. Thanks for listening. My name is Daniel Duwa. It's 2020 again. That's a really beautiful thing. Also, see you next time. Or catch you next time. I've been yours, Daniel Duwa. I'm having fun with this stuff. I'm having fun with this stuff. Anyway, so I gotta go now. Good stuff. Laters. I'm out.